All right, we are still talking Harvey and the effect that it's having here in Canada, Mike, and this could last some months.
Yeah, because the refineries, 14 of them now, shut down along the Gulf Coast, along Texas and Louisiana. When do they restart is a big question. They closed the biggest refinery in the U.S. yesterday in Port Arthur because of flooding, and the water levels there still rising. So Citigroup and Barclays analysts are both, they're saying this morning, 2 to 3 months. Best case scenario at this point, because we still don't know when the refineries are going to restart, and 20% of refining capacity of gasoline has been taken out of the North American supply chain, plus pipeline issues, and it's all interconnected. And Melanie, as we've seen, the price for gas go up 3 cents overnight. Another 4 cents is the forecast going into the weekend. We could be looking at the highest price for gas here in the GTA in 2 years if it gets up and around $1.23 per liter this weekend. Today is the day final bids to be made for Sears Canada. The Ontario Superior Court accepting bids until 5 this afternoon to buy the retailer, which is working under bankruptcy protection. Talk is the former CEO, Brandon Stransel, has been lining up some financing to buy the assets of Sears Canada. Could keep about 78 stores open, but you're still looking at potentially more job cuts if and when a bidder is lined up for Sears Canada. They still have 14,000 employees nationwide. They've already cut 2,900. Could be some more job cuts as that reorganization continues. Coming up today, we'll find out how the Canadian economy was doing in the second quarter of the year. The U.S. economy hit 3% annual growth rate in data in yesterday, sent the U.S. dollar up, Canadian dollar down. We've got the earnings just coming in from the TD Bank. Third quarter results for the TD above forecast. We'll send it to Kevin in the studio.
And Mike, I'm just getting more information now about that explosion of the chemical plant in Texas. It's at a hydrogen peroxide plant, one of the largest in the world. We have one deputy taken to hospital after inhaling fumes. 9 others drove themselves to hospital. So it's not a petroleum plant, but it is, again, one of the largest makers of hydrogen peroxide in the world.
That's exactly the problem. They've lost power there, and they've got to keep the temperatures down, and it didn't happen. So, I mean, this, again, Kevin, the amount of repair work that is going to have to be done just to get things back to where they were a week ago, that's going to take a lot of time.
And we'll be watching those prices. Thank you, sir.